Good evening, you're watching To The Point. I am Preeti Choudry. Well, it's been over 3 months that the Health Minister of Delhi, Satyendar Jain, has been languishing in Tihar jail, waiting to get bail. That's not quite happened, being investigated by the ED and the CBI. Well, he's landed himself in another spot of bother, a little more than just a bother. Conman Sukesh, who is lodged at Tihar jail, has now returned to the LG with a startling revelation, which he says he's also told the investigative agencies that in the year 2019, Satyendar Jain was bribed by Sukesh Chandrasekhar to the tune of 10 crore rupees to make his life easier in jail. Here's more.
He's pulled off one of the most sensational con jobs in Indian history, siphoning off hundreds of crores. And now the super con man has been conned, or so he claims. Sukesh Chandrasekhar, in a scathing 2-page letter, has claimed he was conned of 60 crore by Aam Aadmi Party and jailed Minister Satyendar Jain. In his handwritten letter to Delhi LG Saxena, Sukesh has said that he paid 10 crores to the jail minister to Satyendar Jain and also 50 crores to Aam Aadmi Party for a Rajya Sabha berth from South. Sukesh then has alleged that Satyendar Jain even met him in jail several times. Sukesh claims he is being harassed to withdraw the serious charges that he has levelled against Aam Aadmi Party and so wants the LG to crack the whip.
Both Sukesh Chandrasekhar and Satyendar Jain, they have been arrested by the Enforcement Directorate in different cases. But also one of the serious allegation about bribery to Delhi minister, that fact is still being verified by the Enforcement Directorate because whether Sukesh Chandrasekhar has access to that amount of money, whether the money moved from someone to Satyendar Jain or not.
India Today spoke to Sukesh's lawyer, who confirmed that the con man believes his life is in danger now and is facing threats from Aam Aadmi Party.
It's a matter of corruption and extortion inside the jail. There is a racket inside the jail, and that is being run by the senior topmost officers of the jail in connivance with the, as per the letter, this has been done in connivance with the jail mantri at that time, Satyendar Jain. Specifically, it has been alleged in the complaint that around 10 crore rupees was extorted by the Satyendar Jain.
Soon enough, the BJP lashed out at Aam Aadmi Party with an extortion party jibe and questioning if Kejriwal will continue to shield and defend Satyendar Jain.
I would not hitch to say that there is this person called Sukesh Chandrasekhar who is a con man, who was running a syndicate, a crime syndicate from inside the jail, while we have the Aam Aadmi Party and its ministers who are running a crime syndicate outside of the jail. It would not be an exaggeration if I say that Aam Aadmi Party is a con man party today.
And here's how Kejriwal responded.
मोरबी से ध्यान भटकाने के लिए ये एक कंप्लीटली फिक्टिशियस, कंप्लीटली फर्जी स्टोरी एक प्लांट की गई है. मतलब इससे ज्यादा ब्लेटेंट और क्या हो सकता है कि मोरबी के मुद्दे को दबा के उसको डाइवर्ट करने के लिए, और सक्सेसफुली डाइवर्ट कर दिया उन्होंने. सारे चैनल इस टाइम इस सुकेश चंद्रशेखर की बात कर रहे हैं, जबकि 150 लोग जिनकी मौत हो चुकी है उसका सब भूल चुके हैं.
With Gujarat elections round the corner, Kejriwal has claimed all this is nothing but an attempt to divert from the Morbi tragedy. With Munish Pandey and Anisha Mathur, Bureau Report, India Today.
I want to immediately cut across to my colleague Munish Pandey, who's given us more information on what exactly these claims are. Munish, you know what's interesting is that Sukesh Chandrasekhar, now through his lawyer, has said this letter has been written to the Lieutenant Governor. The fact is, why wasn't this letter given to the investigative agency, the CBI, the ED? Are they in the know that this grave charge of extortion to the tune of 10 crores to Satyendar Jain, 12 crores to the DG and to the Aam Aadmi Party, all of that has taken place since 2019?
Well, Preeti, it's a very important question, and regarding the same, I spoke to ED officials who recently recorded statement of Sukesh Chandrasekhar. Also, I spoke to officials of Delhi Police who are investigating Sukesh Chandrasekhar. Both these agencies are claiming that Sukesh had not disclosed this information before them. regarding Sandeep Goyal, the DG of Tihar Jail, he had disclosed that he had given 12.5 crore rupees as bribe, as protection money. But again, when ED officials asked him that whether there is any proof, any witness that you have given this amount of money, the matter also went to the Supreme Court, but it was disposed of because there was no evidence provided by Sukesh Chandrasekhar. Again, he has written a letter asking for a CBI inquiry in this matter, but one has to remember that Sukesh Chandrasekhar is a person who is accused in not in 1 or 2 cases, he is accused in more than 20 cases. He is being investigated by the CBI, he is being investigated by the ED and Delhi police. So there are several cases against him. If he has written a letter to the LG of Delhi, of course there might be a preliminary inquiry to find out whether there is any truth in the allegations or not, but one has to take the allegations with a pinch of salt, because in past he has made several such allegations who were found not true in nature. Preeti.
I cut across to our political guest. What were those allegations that have been made by Mr. Chandrasekhar which were found to be untrue or fabricated?
Well, Preeti, in the recent letter, he has alleged that he knows Satyendar Jain since 2015. 2017, when he was arrested in TTV Dinakaran matter, then Satyendar Jain met and more than 10 crore rupees he gave as protection money. He was, Satyendar Jain demanded 2 crore rupees as protection in Tihar Jail. These are the allegations. He has went on to say that he has been harassed, he has been ill-treated inside the jail, and he paid 10 crore rupees through a person who stays in Kolkata. So these are the allegations by Sukesh Chandrasekhar, but again in that letter he has not given any details, he has not given any evidence that how this money was given and how he managed to get 10 crore rupees while sitting inside Tihar Jail.
Appreciate you joining us, Manish, with that quick update. I want to quickly now cut across to our panelists this evening. Joining me is Vineet Goenka, leader BJP. The BJP, mind you, held multiple press conferences at the back of this startling letter, which Sukesh Chandrasekhar had in fact written to the LG on the 7th of October. And it's come to light at this juncture. I'm also joined by Ravi Srivastava, political analyst, AK Singh, Suresh Chandrasekhar's lawyer. In a very short while, we'll also be joined by Reema Gupta of the Aam Aadmi Party. AK Singh, I want to come to you first. The fact is, these are very grave allegations, Mr. Singh. But would you not reckon that Mr. Sukesh Chandrasekhar should have made these allegations to the investigating agencies, which the investigative agencies have absolutely no idea about these allegations? Will you detail to our viewers what these allegations are?
Yes. See, this is the letter in the form of complaint, basically. It is complaint and penned by my client. And when I visited the Tihar jail to legally meet him, he handed over me this complaint and instructed me to file it before the office of LG. That's why we have done this on 8th of October this month. This is the letter dated 7th of October and I have filed it on the 8th of October. The main allegations that has been leveled in this complaint is he was extorted 10 crore rupees by the jail officials, senior jail officials, DG, and 12.5 crore, 12.5 crore by the DG and 10 crore by the Satyendar Jain. 10 crore was given at in the tune of 2 crore rupees per month in 2019, and 12.5 crore was given in the tune of 1.5 crore per month to the DG, just as an extortion amount in name of the safety and in the name of some facility, etc. So basically this disclosure was also made to the CBI, to the ED, but no action has been taken so far. That is why my client has filed an application or complaint to the LG, and thereby requesting him to direct to the investigating agency so that some fair and independent investigation can be done.
Sir, two things one needs to point out. Number one, my colleague who knows the ins and outs of the investigative agencies, covers both of them, Munish Pandey, made it very clear that the investigative agencies have absolutely no clue that Sukesh Chandrasekhar has alleged a 10 crore bribe paid to Satyendar Jain. On the other account, the 12 crore bribe that you're talking about paid to the DG has now been unproven because there's been absolutely no proof. I want to understand, is there a money trail? Is there any proof?
Everything is, every detail is given to the, all money trails is with the EOW and the ED, has been submitted during the investigation. And during that money trail, the Jacqueline was also charge sheeted, believing on that money trail, right? So every evidence is with my client, and my client has specifically made clear everything to the investigating agency.
You're saying your client has submitted this information, the ED saying absolutely no idea, or the CBI says that we've not gotten this information. But let me cut across to our other panelists this evening and stay with me, Mr. Singh, because there are important questions that need to be answered. I want to bring in the Bharatiya Janata Party spokesperson, Mr. Goenka. Yeah, Mr. Goenka, multiple press conferences were had at the back of this startling case. Two facts, which have come to light. Number one, why would Sukesh Chandrasekhar actually write to the LG and not write to the investigative agencies involved? Because the investigative agencies involved say they have no clue. The LG, in fact, was written a letter on the 7th October. It's only been made public right now when we are close to, what, 1st November, sir?
Thank you for calling me on your show. Ram Ram to you and everybody who's watching this particular show. It is true that Satyendar Jain is involved in a Hawala racket. There is a Kolkata link, and because of that, he's already in the jail. It is also been alleged by this conman that he has paid Satyendar Jain under duress, because Tihar jail comes under the administration of Delhi. And if there is evidences that Satyendar Jain, along with his secretary or some friend of his, visited this conman and threatened him with dire consensus, and then there is a record of he been paying. That's what he is written on. And for a minute, if I believe or don't believe, but the minister has to answer. More than the minister, I think Arvind Kejriwal has to answer why Satyendar Jain is still a minister, why Delhi is suffering. He should have sacked Satyendar Jain long back when he was been, accused of the Hawala racket. He should be sacked at least today now when there is further this thing. And for a minute, even if I believe that this conman is lying, for a minute, which I should not do, but yet if I believe that, yet there is a right for an accused to accuse somebody else and the investigation should happen. So I think the fair and free justice will be that we take this letter very seriously.
Mr. Goenka, as I bring in Reena Gupta as well, and Mr. Srivastava, I want to ask you a question. Sir, you do know that in a court of law, it has been proven or not been proven that any bribe was given to the DG or to the tune of 12 crores. Do you also, sir, the fact is, do you not find it absurd that the con man in question here, Mr. Chandrasekhar, will not write to the investigative agencies and give them proof, but actually write to the LG?
Should I answer, Preeti?
Mr. Goenka, sir. Mr. Goenka, and I'll come to you, sir, and Ms. Gupta. Mr. Goenka, this question was for you.
Yeah. So I'll answer this particular question. See, whether he should write to investigating officer, whether he should write to the DG, whether he should write to Chief Minister or to the LG, it is his prerogative, it is his thinking. I will not be able to comment on his thinking. Why did he write this letter to the LG? Neither do I have access. Why did this letter come today out on the scenario? But it is fact that his mentioned name, has mentioned the amount, has also mentioned the timeline. And the timelines are two important timelines. One, he paid 50 crore rupees to get a position.
But it's unsubstantiated. Where's the proof? I have Mr. Sir, stay with me. Can I bring in the lawyer? Can I bring in the lawyer? You are saying this is substantial proof. I want to ask the lawyer, and I'll bring in Reena Gupta. A.K. Singh, is there a complete timeline with proof of a money trail? How that money went in to, you said 2 crores were given in a span of a couple of months in 2019. Where is the proof, sir? Even though the investigative agencies deny it, where is the proof? Is there proof that Mr. Chandrasekhar has?
As per the letter, I want to restrict myself to the contents of this letter only. As per this letter, 10 crore was given to the Satyendar Jain through one person named, he's a Kolkata-based, Chaturvedi. Through Chaturvedi, the 10 crore rupees was given at the 2 crore per month basis.
So, Mr. Singh, there's no money trail that you have. Is there a money trail?
The investigating agency was told they might be working on that, I don't know. But in concrete, there is no action has been initiated so far. We have also filed an writ petition in Delhi High Court and requesting to direction to the CBI so that all these issues
Okay,
can be
you're saying you've
consolidated
written.
and investigated thoroughly by
Okay.
the CBI.
Reema Gupta, these are
We
very
have,
great.
filed a writ petition
Okay, Reena Gupta, these are very, very grave charges, ma'am, if they are proven to be true. That Satyendar Jain, because he was the jail minister in 2019, that he had taken protection money from this con man.
Preeti, these kind of absurd, laughable allegations make it very clear how desperate Bharatiya Janata Party is. I want to actually ask Bharatiya Janata Party, what is their relationship with this conman, that the conman writes to the Lieutenant Governor of Delhi, and Bharatiya Janata Party is doing press conferences after press conferences for this conman. It is just so laughable, Preeti, and it was very clear that after the murder of 150 people in Gujarat, and Preeti, I use the word murder, because what has happened in Gujarat, Bharatiya Janata Party is involved. It's been only because of their corrupt practices that they gave this contract to this one company with very close link to Bharatiya Janata Party. They were looking for a story that could play out in the media. And I'm very sorry to say, Preeti, but the media has actually fallen prey to this. Where is the money trail? Nothing has been established. I can write a letter to the Prime Minister saying that XYZ, that Mr. Amit Shah has asked me for money. And will that letter be taken seriously? Especially given that it is coming from a conman who has a long history of conning so many people in the country. So it is very clear that Bharatiya Janata Party is desperate in Gujarat. They wanted to take the attention away from the big tragedy and murder of 150 people which has happened in Morbi 2 days ago, and that is the reason why this story has been planted. This story, this letter was written sometime in October. Why is it coming out now? The letter was written to the Lieutenant Governor of Delhi. Why? What has the Lieutenant Governor of Delhi got to do with this? Why did the person not write to ED or to CBI? All of those people, why have they not come out on record? And Preeti, if you look at, even in the case of Mr. Satyendar Jain, Mr. Manish Sisodia, no culpability has been proven, no money trail has been proven. They are keeping Mr. Satyendar Jain behind bars without any reason. The moment the judge asked them, show me the proof of where is the culpability of Mr. Satyendar Jain, they put in a request for the change of judge. When was the last time that the union government has doubted a judge of High Court in this country? Because the judge was not ready to give a verdict that they wanted the judge to give, they've asked for a transfer of the case. So it is very clear that they are desperate. They are after Aam Aadmi Party, and you will see many more such allegations come out before the
Mr.
elections.
Goenka, the charges, these are diversionary tactics. Over 130 people have died in Morbi. You want to take the attention away, and you're banking on a con man's claim, sir. Ultimately, he is a con man.
So, I should congratulate Ms. Reena that she tried to give a brave face in this particular situation. And today, for the first time, Aam Aadmi Party has sent an official spokesperson, not some proxies, to defend their case. Let me tell you, why did the conman write it to the LG? It is his prerogative. I don't know why New York Times wrote when there was no existing education model. Was there a relationship?
You are comparing the conman to New York Times?
Okay, let's just, ma'am, let him make his point. No point, yeah. I'll come back to you and I'll bring in Mr. Srivastava as well. He's been rather patient, but go ahead. Mr. Goenka, make your point, sir. Make your point.
Can I make a point, or you would like me to, get heckled? I will not forget my point anyway. So, was there a relationship between New York Times, which wrote an article about education system which does not prevail, when the Aam Aadmi Party was accused of liquor scam, when there were evidences that Manish Sisodia was involved in liquor scam? He did presentation on liquor scam. Wasn't that there's a proof, some proof, which the bail was denied for Satyendar Jain in the Hawala racket? Is it true or not? This conman is ready to go and file an affidavit. If you are ready to file an affidavit against anybody of Bharatiya Janata Party, me or my leadership, please do that. We will defend ourselves. A. B. Point. Isn't it true that Satyendar Jain has met this particular person in 2015, 2017? Isn't it true that he was paid 50 crore rupees? Then he was paid subsequently 2 into 5, 10 crore rupees more. Wasn't there a link between these two particular people? Let me tell this to the people of Delhi.
Preeti, please allow me to respond.
I will come to you, madam. Let him make his point.
Aam Aadmi Party. Aam Aadmi Party is a party of cons. Whether it is Amanatullah Khan, who is accused, Tahir Hussain, Somnath Bharti, Sisodia himself, or this Satyendar Jain. I think the Chief Minister should resign. He should ask his people to come this particular part.
Okay.
And let us not have any diversional technique. Maybe there is some relationship between these newspapers which print for Aam Aadmi Party. But one thing is very sure. There is something which this conman has and they are fearing. And that's why today they are rattled. And let me tell you.
Well, that should go to the ED and the CBI. I will come to you, Ms. Gupta. I just want to bring in Mr. Srivastava.
In the interest of free and
Preeti, you
in the interest of that, it should go. Madam, I will come to you. I will come to you, ma'am. I'll just come to you. Let me bring in Mr. Srivastava. He's been very patient. Mr. Srivastava, how do you look at with what is going on right now in terms of, do you think it's wise for the Bharatiya Janata Party to pitch their attack on the Aam Aadmi Party on the shoulders of a con man who strangely seems to have written to the LG and not to the investigative agencies?
Preeti, it is indeed very intriguing that Bharatiya Janata Party is firing from the shoulder of a con man and considering as if he is the holy pope and what he is speaking is the gospel truth. Such all kind of baseless, concocted and fabricated kind of charges being made. When the money was demanded, as per the Sukesh Chandrasekhar, was in 2019. And why he was sitting for 3 years? He was waiting for the Gujarat elections to start, or he was waiting for a Morbi mishap to happen. Today, whole nation is grieving for 150 deaths in Morbi, and these people are coming out of the channel.
Let's go one by one.
Unabashedly, and talking about a conman's charges. He has conned, he has impersonified even the Amit Shah, the Home Minister of the country, and you are demanding money. Did Mr. Shah get the money? So what kind of charges and what kind of statements these people are making? It's absolutely shameful for
Ms. Gupta, the fact is, this man has, there has been a lot of unsubstantiated allegations that Sukesh Chandrasekhar has made. But, madam, there's also been substantiated allegations that he's made as well.
What are the substantiated allegations, Preeti?
Madam, there are plenty where the jail officials are concerned. You and I both know.
They should come out clean.
Where? I haven't seen anything.
Sukesh Chandrasekhar, there are plenty, ma'am. Where Tihar jail, sir, Mr. Goenka, I'll come back to you, sir. No point talking over. No, in this case, that's what I'm saying. In this case, no. But what if there is truth to the, what if he's able to produce?
This is the case we are discussing now, Preeti. There is no substantiated allegation. Whereas, in case of the Prime Minister of this country, it is very clear that the union government itself said in Parliament that they have written off 11 lakh crores. And who are these people whose money has been written off? These are the best friends of the Prime Minister. The relationship is very clear in that case. Why is the Prime Minister not resigned? Mehul Choksey, Nirav Modi, all of the best friends of the Prime Minister have run away with the hard-earned money of this country. Why is the Prime Minister not resigned? In the case of Satyendar Jain, there is no culpability, there is no money trail, there is no evidence. But yet, the Bharatiya Janata Party is saying, we are rattled. We are not rattled, sir. You are rattled because you are going to lose in Gujarat. Because for 27 years, you did not do anything in Gujarat. That is the reason why today you had to paint the hospital. You had to install some water coolers. You had to change bed sheets in the hospital. For 27 years, had you done an iota of development work in Gujarat, you would have not been such a sorry state in Gujarat today that you have to hide behind a conman or for such baseless allegations that you have to do press conferences after press conferences because you don't know where to hide your face after murdering 150 people in Gujarat. A lot of people have died in Gujarat because of your culpability, because of your relationship with the company.
Mr. Goenka, 20 seconds. The fact is, sir, till now,
no clue.
The agencies are in denial of receiving any information. Do you think maybe the Bharatiya Janata Party was too quick to act in on this allegation by Sukesh Chandrasekhar? He could have just been doing it for publicity.
I think, Preeti, they have to come clean on one particular part. Was it whether Satyendar Jain was involved in the Hawala case or not? 2, did he receive this 50 crore rupees or not? Number 3, did he threaten this particular conman inside the jail or not? I would like to focus on this particular part. The Chief Minister should simply sack the minister, should come out clean, give a statement in the House. Let me complete, ma'am. Let me complete. See, I was hearing all the other panelists.
Go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
And isn't it true that Amanatullah Khan, Tahir Hussain, Somnath Bharati, Deputy Chief Minister Manoj Sisodiya, he's been accused, they are all male or they are being investigated or they are in jail. So this party is running between bail and jail. They should come clean on this.
But sir, there have been so many people who've been accused from your party. You know, accusations can be made. They need to be proven in a court of law. And ultimately, that will be the true test of all of these accusations. I need to end the show. I appreciate all four of you for joining us. Because the only, lacuna here one might seem to understand is that we've spoken now to the investigative agencies. Both the agencies said that they have no clue that Sukesh Chandrasekhar has made such a grave charge of a 10 crore bribe given to Satyendar Jain in the year 2019. Why is it that Sukesh Chandrasekhar has written to the LG and not quite written to the investigative agencies? Is he planning to do so? His lawyer said he's done so. But then the investigative agency says, no, we have no clue. We're going to keep getting you the latest on this.